Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with their daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask guys, please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely, and of course I always do greatly appreciate that. Now today we're going to be talking about a lot of things regarding Bitcoin, regarding even all the way up to Mastercard and stuff like that. Like, there's so much stuff to talk about within the Hedera ecosystem. So, let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. Obviously, I'm not going to address too much price action at all. As you guys are probably all aware of, I do a full-on breakdown on the entire market. That will be being uploaded later on today after, of course, the indices and the dollar, open up and we see them kind of do their thing and kind of slow down a little bit so that we have more of a clarification on where the market's actually going to go and what is happening. Of course, my eyes are on Bitcoin. As you guys are probably all aware of, we've been seeing a lot of talks around banning proof of work and stuff like that. We had a nice drop today down to about 37.7K. I'm going to see if this actually holds. I have been talking to you guys a lot about 35 to 36K. We're going to see if those levels do hold, if we do have those major impulses with the stock market and stuff like that. Now, with Bitcoin, this is what I'm watching. So the EU plans to ban all proof of work POW-based crypto, including Bitcoin. Proof of work is the major talks right now within, energy sustainability, environmental impacts, and stuff like that. We do see, with the EU set to vote on the landmark MiCA bill today, some are concerned about a last-minute addition requiring POW chains like Bitcoin to show minimum environmental sustainability or risk the consequences. This, and a lot of other people are talking about, this is going to crash the market for sure. I don't know if it's going to be a for sure thing, but I definitely will say this. There's a lot of things happening this week. I'm actually going to be addressing this in that video, like I said, from, later on today. But, when we are talking about everything happening within this market, this could be a huge catalyst for a major breakdown within this market. But this could also open the door for a lot of things. And you know what those things are? I mean, these green cryptos that have been here that are, staring everyone in their faces, but everyone's disregarding them, that's where they do shine. Now, obviously, I just talked to you guys about in my XRP video from today, regulations. We do see here, given crypto regulation is inevitable, I moved my money to a project most likely to already be compliant or be in compliance, and that is Hbar. There's a lot of assets within this space that are incredible opportunities within a utility-driven market. I believe that this will usher in utility. I do not need to tell you guys exactly what that means. All you guys need to know is that when we are seeing utility coming into this space and being the next major thing, it's going to get rid of speculation, hype, meme coins, stuff like that. And ultimately, it is going to allow for a lot more money to flow into this market. And we do see here, once enterprises start rolling out their use cases where each application alone drives more transactions on Hedera than the whole crypto industry combined, we'll see a big shift in people's perception about crypto utility. That's when mass adoption will come. Now, when we talk about utility, right now we are in a Bitcoin market. We're in a speculation market, if you will. Everyone speculates what is going to be the best crypto. I mean, Solana by itself, right? I remember watching TikTok videos, and we were seeing, TikToks coming up saying Solana's the next Bitcoin. You need to FOMO into Bitcoin. Now, this is before it hit its all-time highs. It was sitting at around like $50 to $60. And trust me, when I say that those people did make money, don't get me wrong, but this is what this market is reliant on, hype. No substance, just hype and speculation. It's the number one reason why ADA and Solana are in the top 10 still. It's also the number one reason why Dogecoin is the number 13 asset and Shiba Inu is still at number 15. This is what we are seeing in this market. We are seeing a speculation, sort of hype the substance that doesn't exist sort of market. But this is why we are invested into utility gems. This is also why I do invest into Hedera. Hedera is probably one of the most incredible opportunities within this market to date, that is delivering true utility and true substance. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about this major Mastercard connection. Hbar x Mastercard. A few weeks ago, there was an AVAX article on Mastercard and people got bearish. Well, here we see the head of commercial and consumer payments at Mastercard wanting to build on Hedera. The world will be built on the Hashgraph. And here you guys have it. Mastercard wants Hbar to build on. Mastercard are chasing the Hbar Foundation for support and want to pitch their latest green product to them so they can build it using Hedera. Mastercard on Hedera, keep your eyes open. And here we have it. Head of Commercial and Consumer Payments at Mastercard would love to pitch the green payment solutions product that we have created. Rob Allen, I think it's great fit for the Hbar Foundation. And of course, they are getting in touch. This is going to be interesting. And we do see here, NCashOfficial, Nick, you're good at checking the authenticity of such posts. Thoughts? And when we are talking about this, let's actually kind of break this down and let's get into the, down and dirty with it. So I went over to LinkedIn and I did find the individual that works for, of course, Mastercard, who's the head of commercial and consumer payments, but also I found something very interesting. So first off, obviously we do see the post here that he made saying, would love to pitch this green payment solution. But this is what I'm interested in. So we see the experience. Worked at Citi, implementation manager, technology project manager, senior software developer, followed by senior VP global lending business development and strategy, VP global lending product management, head of commercial and consumer lending product, and now the head of commercial and consumer payments, consumer payments in general. I mean, this is huge, right? Now also we do see the background here, 16 years of experience in banking and payment across product management and development, business strategy, project management, CRM, sales and technology. This is pretty big, okay? And when we're talking about this, we can click the post and we can go right to the post. Actually, this is talking about the Hbar Foundation, talking about this major project. And then of course, right there, boom, we have the response. This goes back 3 days ago. So this is pretty confirmed. I would say that this is, fairly legit. This is pretty big as well. I think that this is going to be something very, very interesting to watch for, especially if we are going to be watching it unfold. This is huge clients. Now let's talk about what could be being built here. And also let's talk about why MasterCard would be interested in, Hbar. So first off, we go back a little bit. This is more than 2 years old, this article, by the way. This is 2019, July 1st. But this is what I've been talking to you guys about in terms of DLTs. So what do DLTs offer to Visa and MasterCard? First off, let's scroll down and let's talk about this. So here we have, I'm going to open this up in a new tab so that you guys can really kind of see this. So here we have, the total revenues fared for Visa and MasterCard. Now, do you guys see something here? Do you see something very, very interesting? Here we have the total revenues. Now you guys do see, as the revenues continue onward, you also see the bottom number also continuing onward. What does this mean? Well, let's read this. So here we have, with cross-border transfer fees getting lowered by companies such as Earthport, acquired by Visa, and Transfast, acquired by MasterCard, and with strong growth expected in cross-border e-commerce, C2B, and SME trade B2B segments, innovative solutions such as DLTs have the potential to change the entire payment industry landscape. And we do see here, they are mentioned in Ripple and XRP. This is much less than a cent, while getting unnecessary regulatory approvals and then realizing such low costs at an industry-wide level seems far-fetched. For now, an early adoption of DLT could bring significant upside for Visa and MasterCard in the growing cross-border space by both increasing revenues and reducing cost. Because as they are increasing these revenues, right, the cost is also increasing. They have to increase the cost to increase the revenues. This is an issue, okay? And when we are talking about DLT technology, why would they adopt, something like Hedera? Well, it would save them a ton of money. It would allow them to actually increase as well. Like we even see, the share of cross-border revenues for Visa has increased from 23% in 2008, to 28% in 2018. And of course, it's similar for MasterCard. This is due to the overall growth in cross-border transactions driven by increasing, international trade, travel, and remittances over the last decade. But again, we are seeing those payments, increasing in revenues, but the cost is not reducing at all. So when we're talking about DLTs and what they could offer to some of these clients like Visa and MasterCard, it's significant savings on those transactions. This is why when we are talking about, these revenues and we're talking about scaling these major networks, these payment networks, DLTs will be a necessity. And this is where a lot of that money savings idea comes into play. These corporations want to save money. They want to capitalize on their revenues. They want to make as much money as possible because at the end of the day, We all know corporations are fairly greedy. But again, it's also the idea that, these enterprises, these financial institutions, if you could save a dollar here, a dollar there, they're going to do that. And we also see here, I imagine that Hedera smart contracts give Dovu Official an advantage in the market, being 10 times faster than Ethereum smart contracts, and the fixed fee of $1 to create a smart contract probably doesn't hurt. Who else is migrating to Hedera? If you guys did miss it, Dovu was, one of the main projects to really kind of migrate from, Ethereum to Hedera, and we do see, Hedera Smart Contracts 2.0 will help Dovu track decades worth of changes of carbon for a single project. You got to realize what Hedera is really offering to some of these major clients, and Dovu is a main player. I've always addressed to you guys how massive Dovu actually is as a company, but also as a major use case that is built on Hedera. It's awesome, to say the least, to watch a lot of these projects really unfold. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about one last major project, and that is, of course, Power Transition. Just talked to you guys about them the other day, but this is something pretty interesting. So we're actually seeing them, put a spotlight on their publicized use cases. So shout out to Hbar Barbarian Queen here, and we do see her. London South Bank Microgrid, again, they have been appointed by the consortium on this major commercial project in central London that requires an implementation of its mission-critical applications. And they have so many other use cases here. Our Rapid DApp design and development platform, fully scalable HCS. They are utilizing Hedera for a lot of this. IMAS, dashboard as well. Payments and settlements gateway. Pretty big. I want you all to understand this. And we do see here, we all know Power Transition, but check out their publicized use cases. Here's some more. EV Charge Network. We even see Horizon Ledger. And we also see UK Flex Market Platform and G20 Tech Sprint. This is all focused on green energy and sustainability, but also on some other incredible opportunities as well to really kind of capitalize on, more so these, payments and settlement gateways. This is getting very interesting. These are, these use cases that you want to focus on. And this is a small company still. I mean, a lot of people don't even know about Power Transition, but they are absolutely killing the game in terms of digitized, grids. I also talked to you guys about this with Energy Web Token as well. These are incredible opportunities. And of course, when we talk about Power Transition, they already have 45 homes enabled. This has not been updated for a very long time, so I'm sure that there's more. And you guys can definitely see, where a lot of this, their vision really is in terms of this power transition within, the utility market. And I'm talking about utilities as in like electricity and stuff like that, not utility as in, use case value. But, with that being said, I definitely do think that, there's a lot of doors being opened right now to green technology like Hedera. I'm focused on a lot of DLTs, but Hedera definitely is my number one player in terms of, becoming that major asset to really, outshine a lot of other projects and really kind of show you guys why, patience is key. I don't need to tell you guys that. I mean, patience wins everything in this space. It's always time in the market, then over time in the market. And I've always said this. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are. And this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.